All right, working Finn's off leash. So, what I really want for dogs when they're working off leash is to be able to think through the e-collar in all different kinds of settings. So, right now we're starting with very low distraction. We're over by this warehouse that closes at Fridays, and they're not open on the weekends, and so it's pretty safe to come down here and work. There's not going to be any cars or anything. So what we're doing is just having him work on his auto sits without that leash information. So dogs get very dependent on the leash, especially because we use it so much when they're puppies. So now I don't have that. So he needs to be dependent on something else, which we're going to use e-collar. And we're also going to help him with body language if we need to. So if I stop and gather my feet, I want him to sit down next to me. In the beginning, he was just laying down, but he can think through this. He doesn't need to lay when we stop. I'd prefer him to sit because, I mean, sometimes when we just stop, it's short-lived. Like we're crossing the street or getting something out of the car. It's not like he needs to completely lay down. So I'm working on just having him auto sit right here. Good boy. Yeah, good boy. Good job. So he's learning, like, even if I don't say the word. Good job, buddy. Yes, free. Wow. So that he can do that. So some other things I've been working on with him is a down in motion. So I've done this on the leash. So when we teach it, sometimes I'll hook the dog up on the flat collar to a long line, and that will drag, and I'll have a person behind me step on it when I cue them. So what it does is it prevents them from coming and following me. So a down in motion essentially is I'm going to keep my feet walking, and I need him to lay on command. So even though my body language is like continuing, and the reason why I like doing exercises like this is because it teaches the dog to cue into the words and the e-collar and not so much of body language, which comes in handy if I have an off-leash dog and somebody's like, "Hi, puppy," and then Finn's like, "Bye, I'm gonna go run across the street," because I'm so cued up to body language that I'm gonna blow off command. So body language is a helpful tool. It's not like it's a bad thing, but I want them to have a lot of proofing on their commands where they start to really hone in on what I'm asking of them, despite different cues in his environment, like a dog wanting to come say hi, a person talking at him, those kinds of things. Finn, down. So I'm going to start tapping down. Good boy. Free. Good boy. And I'm not worried about duration here. I'm just rewarding the act of him doing this. So he doesn't have that back tie anymore. There's nobody stepping on that line. What they normally would, I would say the word and then they would step on the line, so it would prevent him from continuing, but then I keep walking. And so they have to stop and think about what I'm saying, despite the fact that I'm moving away, and they're normally used to heeling alongside me with that. So Finn, down. Nice job, buddy. Free. Good boy. Nice. So really functional for him. His off leash is coming along. Haven't gone anywhere super busy. Very low distractions at this point still. But we're getting there. Tomorrow we're going to go meet up with another trainer, do a group class. So just lots of things for him, and he's doing fantastic. Really proud of him.